This is Ian with Strung Out Guitars again. I've got a really special guest I want to introduce you to today. Her name's Lacey. She needs some modifications and I just got them. Okay, this is Lacey. She is a JTG Infinity. I had never heard of these things in my life. I actually got this for $100 off a dude on a Facebook pointy guitar group, and I bought it for the old Kaler 2300 bridge. I was going to just rip this bridge off of there and make essentially a clone of Glenn Tipton from Judas Priest's Hammer GT. But whenever I felt her, I realized she was something special. Now, at the time, her neck had a twist in it right there, and as you can see, she's got a really small nut. Really skinny up there. But I got the twist out, and I refretted her with some gold Jescar Evo medium frets, and she plays beautifully. Now, I checked to see what the pickups were, because this pickup here, this humbucker, just snarls, man. It has like some really badass snap to it, and it sounds great. It reminds me of being a kid, and yeah, it actually is because it's a Jackson J80. Those were in all the US made Jacksons in the 1980s. Don't know if that was original. I don't like this neck pickup. I do not like it, and we're gonna replace it today. I just got a hot rail, Seymour Duncan hot rail, and I really like them. So I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to show you a trick to not screw up any of your wiring if you're not sure what you're doing as far as soldering and everything. This is kind of a cheat trick, but a lot of people that buy guitars from, like, say you're going to buy something like, I don't know, a 63 Strat, okay? The guitar is valuable as hell. Everybody's looking for any shiny solder on it, just on the off. Oh my God, somebody made a modification. A pot sucked, so, you know, it was replaced. I'm not really like that. I don't care if everything's all 100% original. Sometimes things need replaced for a reason. But anyway, most collectors are really like that. And I get it, I do. But anyway, point is they look for soldering joints and everything, and, you know, you want to be as less invasive as possible. So this is a way that you can actually just take your pickup out and swap it without any solder or anything like that. And we're going to do that with the help of some really un-guitar-esque like friends here. I'm not sure what else to call it. We have some phone splicers. They're for telephones, and yeah, they're actually really useful whenever, say, you want to cut a pickup out and splice a new one to it. Like, suppose you don't have any wires, or you don't have any long wires left, so, you know, you can do this. It's a pretty neat trick. I'm going to loosen these strings and I'll be right back. A little history of the JTG Infinity. There's a JTG Infinox, I'm not sure how to pronounce it there, and the JTG Infinity. The Infinox is not as, it's the more economic model. It doesn't have a proper, has like more of an Accutone bridge than the Kaler. Now, again, this has a J80 Jackson pickup, which I don't think came stock in it. I couldn't imagine it, but it's a possibility. However, this thing, it might be a J200. I don't think it is. I don't like the sound of it. I've been wanting to get a hot rail for some time now, and dude just sent me one. Just got it like a little bit ago. like package. Just got it, and I'm gonna cut it open and see. Now I bought this used because you know, I call her Lacey because she's was a cheap guitar. She's been through the ringer, and I thought the name Lacey kind of sounded good for, there we go, that's what we're going to put in. Sorry, I'm trying to hold the phone still there on the fretboard and show everything off, but there's a delay. Anyway, the JTG was made by him in the late 70s, early 80s, and James Taylor went on to make some components for Line 6 amps. He's now making James Taylor guitars once again, but they're mostly Strat and Telly kind of shapes, and they're a lot. They're like $4,000 or so. And these don't get the credit they deserve, mostly because people don't know about them. So, okay, here you can see you've got like a classic. It doesn't say anything on it. It's not potted. You can see where some just fragments of metal bits have gotten around the magnets. It's not crackling or anything. There's nothing wrong with the pickup. I just really don't like the way it sounds. It's not potted, so, you know, if you're really loud, then it's picking up everything. But here's a way that you can do something that is a little unorthodox, so to say, and use our little friends here that you generally don't think about using. I got to get a pair of wire cutters. Hold on a second. So nobody's giving this guy the credit he deserves for these guitars. They get, you know, yeah, people think they're Hondu Death Daggers all the time because it's essentially the same shape, but they're way better. Alright, we're going to cut this, and we're going to cut this. Now we want to leave enough wire that, you know, if you want to put this in something else, you can. So, I know you're going to say, oh my god, you cut way too much off. Well, I don't know if I'm ever going to use that damn thing again anyway. But you can always splice. Now, dude has some shrink wrap over this. Now, let's see here. We'll have to flip her over. Pretty sure that the black will be the hot and the white will be the ground, but I'm not sure. Sometimes that's different on some of these. Sorry, the white is hot and the black is the negative because it's running to the three-way toggle switch. So as you can see, everything in here is actually all original, even though it's like all crammed in there. So again, this is just a way to kind of cheat in a way. Most people don't notice it, and it works just as well. It really does, as you'll see here in a second. While I'm back here, I can say, here's the strap I've had since I was like, you know, probably like 12 or 13. The worst thing you can do, and they did this with Jacksons, some of the Jacksons, which were really great in the 90s too, is, you know, they put the neck plate, which is, okay, whatever, you got a neck plate, but you got your strap lock right there, man, and you just can't get to those upper notes as hard. It takes a bit of practice there. Okay, so we got the wires stripped. Red and white get twisted together and taped off, or in this case shrink wrapped off. Green and bare get twisted together, and they go to black, and the black goes to the white. So here's the really neat part with these thingies that are non-orthodox, so to say. So green and white goes to black. And you slide that all the way in until the wire touches the back. And you slide the other one, the black one, all the way in until the wire touches the back. And then you get whatever you can, like pliers or wire strippers, and you smash this together. And it has like a gel in it that connects the circuit and seals it off, so you don't have any tape or any crap like that. It's a really neat trick, and I haven't seen anybody do it like on YouTube or anywhere else. It's non-invasive to your electronics. Hell, nobody even really has to know. It seals everything off really well too, so yeah, you don't really have to worry about shielding or anything if you're grounded correctly. This takes care of everything because it goes all the way up to the plastic. Sorry, I'm trying to let you see this, but I got the phone resting on the fretboard. And you squeeze it. Some of that gel might come out. It's not a big deal. It wipes off. It's not like it's gonna hurt anything. And you can see it in the back. So the fluid essentially, it connected the circuit. Now that stuff turns into like a hard glue after a while, and that's it. All you gotta do is put. There you go. It's ready. That's it. Now all I gotta do is take this old guard off and put it on there, and we've completely swapped this out in less than 10 minutes. And I've been playing with the phone doing it the whole time too, so I'll do that and I'll clean her up. I just put some Ernie Ball cobalts on, which I like a lot better because, again, Ernie Ball has been dropping the ball every time I just get the super slinkies, which I've been buying for years and years. The damn thing's just, the ball comes off of the end and comes unraveled. String comes unraveled. Never seen it before. It's happened 6-7 different sets now. So I don't want to get rid of the cobalts. I wasn't expecting to get this pickup like that quickly or anything. Some guy had one for sale and I got a really great deal on it, and I jumped on it, and yeah. So the strings are still pretty new, so we're not gonna get rid of them. So we're gonna put the pick guard back on, or not pick guard, the pickup ring, sorry, and yeah, that'll be done. One thing I will miss about the other one is that you could beat the hell out of it with your pick, going back and forth whenever you're, doing anything like sweet picking or anything. And the pickup ring does fit awesome. I was afraid it might not. I didn't measure. I didn't really do any preparation for this video. I just figured I'd hurry up and give you guys something cool and show you a neat trick while I was doing it. So, and I'll let you know how everything sounds here in a few minutes. We'll adjust the height there. Fun little fact there too for these little, like, I don't know what else to call them, but like aquarium hose spacers that they use. You can put those instead of paying a lot of money for the Floyd Rose, like coated springs, the noiseless springs. You can cut some hose like that and actually stick it in the springs to where you don't have any vibration that picks up. But there is one problem with that, and a lot of people don't realize. If you want to play some old Venture style stuff or anything like that, a lot of times that noise in the springs is actually what makes those songs sound the way they do. So yeah, but if you want the things quiet, like you're playing a lot of metal or something, then yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to try to get your springs as quiet as possible, and you can do that by just inserting some of that tubing inside of the thing, inside of the spring. So that's a pretty cool trick too, and you won't have any buzz or anything like that. So sorry if my audio quality is not that great. Again, I'm using a cell phone. I'm gonna get a microphone, try to make things as entertaining as possible, and also teach you something neat. I have my friend who's Dana Scoop I was working on, his grandmother had an acoustic that he just asked me to fix. It has a really warped, really bad pick guard on it and everything, and I'm going to have to replace some of it. So, replace some of the pick guard, one half of it. It's an old Sovereign by Harmony. So I'll take you along how to fix old warped pick guards and how to make new ones, and you know, carve a new bone nut for him too. So that is in the works. I'm waiting on the guy to send me some new tortoiseshell, some old new stock tortoiseshell pickguard material so I can make it. And yeah, I'm using an old 1980s acorn nut wrench. Sometimes those just work the best. Don't know why, just the way the screwdriver is. Because they're just meant to go with these older screws so you don't strip them out. Because that happens a lot. People strip out their screws, and yeah. Then again, collectors yell because there goes the value of everything. Not that I have anything against collectors, it's just sometimes they're really picky. I get it, they're spending a lot of money. One more screw and I will go show you how she sounds. Actually, I'm going to throw some oil on this, but I'll on the fretboard and everything. Might as well clean her up while I'm cutter ramping. But I will spare you that, and because I did just clean it with naphtha. So we'll see you here in 1 second. I know a lot of guys on YouTube and stuff have been like thrashing and hating on like the Kaler trims, but dude, they are like so badass. They've got to be like playing the Chinese ones or something. The ones from the 80s and like the new ones, the American made ones, they're better than Floyd Rose's. They kick ass. They're awesome. So without further ado, this is Lacey Scream. So yeah, it sounds a hell of a lot better, and I'm really happy with it.